I just want to express my gratitude for you being here in this space. What's coming to mind is the terminology building a space. I finally understand that now, where it's like, this is a space where we can just feel the same thing. And because I used to think that, okay, my words are going to change the meaning, but the words don't actually change the meaning. The words are just decoration on the cake. It's icing on the cake. It's like the real transmission is through the vibe, the frequency, the uh, words that I speak become uh, electrical waves, which then go through speakers. I'm not going to pretend to know the intricacies of that. Uh, but then it comes out to your speaker, and then it hits your ear, and then it goes into your brain, and then your brain does this, and then your mind does this, and then so it's like, do the words actually matter, or does the intention and the cadence and the like enunciation and the punctuation, like, does that all matter? Does that all matter more than the actual just like words themselves? You see what I'm saying? Like, I could just make sounds and noises, and if I my intention was true, it would convey the same message. That's kind of what I think of like light language. I don't know much of the science on that, but like I imagine it like, just channeling a specific frequency and just letting it out however it wants to be vocalized, and whatever, like light codes come from that, it's that's like what the person can receive. So yeah, it's been an interesting, oh yeah, it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting 3 weeks ever since I started this. It's been absolutely crazy. uh my music is taking shape in a way that I had dreamed of in the past, but wasn't able to actually actualize. But now I see that there's a path forward in it, and it's gonna take some I suppose temperament. But even then, I'm more leaning on God, consciousness, source, spirit, the universe to guide me to whatever is appropriate in the next moment, and have that be okay. Where it's like, I want to hit the studio, I want to write 1,000 things a day, I want to make 3 4 songs a day, I want to be in like hyper creative mode. But it's like, at a certain point in my life, that's how I was. That's when the manic episode was happening. It was like, I felt this frequency, I felt this vibe, but I tried too hard to actualize that, and like 1,000 other things at the same time. It's like, that's what the manic episode was like, seeing infinite possibilities, seeing all these possibilities in my life, and trying to have them all. But they all lead me down different roads and different. So it's like, I saw this like big point of convergence, where it's like, there's this big thing happening here. Let me set up all of these different possible futures so that I can have all of them moving forward. But this convergence takes all these possible realities, narrows them down into one, and from there, that's where reality happens. That's where the permutations sort of come from. It's some interesting stuff thinking about this, just playing like the mental game, playing some mental gymnastics, and sort of, thinking about it, and applying logic to it, and then applying metaphysics to it, and then applying science to it. It's just fun to play around with. So yeah, the gut feeling. It's more of an intuition moving through life now than anything else. It's like, even now, it's like, oh, I spent too much time making music. Now I'm gonna have to rush and make this video, and then I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store, and then go to the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. But it's like, yo, chill right now. We're in the moment. We're just doing what we're doing now, and that's okay, because I trust that God is guiding me, and this is what I'm being guided to do. If I'm here now doing this, then this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I find that a lot, where it's like, I'll I'll just be like walking through my house, and like my body will just effortlessly like be maneuvering and like sort of like dodging things, and it's like, I'm not even thinking. That's the thing. I'm not even thinking. I'm not even thinking about like the destination. It just feels like my body is moving itself, and it's like, the intelligence that the body has is it, so let me pivot a little bit here. There's a song by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Panpsych, and that terminology was curious to me, where it's like it's basically the Kybalion, the mind is all, or the all is mind. I'm butchering that, but I believe it's first the universe is mental. The universe is mental from the Kybalion, so it reflects that. Um, where like the universe is like a mind, and the way that I've seen it before is that um, is like the body too. The universe can be the body, where if we're not in alignment with our truest highest selves, if we're still like resisting, if we're still uh, playing small and not being seen and resisting our divinity, if we're doing all that, then we're not a sort of quote unquote healthy cell. Um, we would be a danger sort of to the host. I this may be mixing up some metaphors, but that's just to say that the body, which would be the universe, wants the universe to be healthy. So the universe in its infinite power is going to help these quote unquote sick cells into better health. But then it's like the cells still have to accept the help. You see what I'm saying there? Where it's like that resistance, that playing small is like sort of separating us from who we think, or from the divine, and that separation is like just causing a cycle, and it's the arrogance of thinking that you're not part of the universe. It's the arrogance of thinking that you are the one that is separate from the universe, that this whole universe exists but you are separate from it. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That's what I say. That's what I say. Yeah, make that make sense. Alright, follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Yes, absolutely. Remember, you must also bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or karma will bite your ass. Three is a crowd. Yeah, I think about three as a crowd, like connecting with a single person versus connecting with a group, where, and a lot of times I'll be with a group and it's like, it's sometimes a little difficult to follow the dynamic and be totally in it all the time. But like when you're with one person and you can put your sole focus and attention on that one person, it's such an incredible, like, you're seeing them, you're present with them. It's like you are making this third entity by your interaction, in which you are both inhabiting just by interacting with them. I find that curious because I would ask people like what their favorite song is at the moment to try to get a read on them, but it's like that's not even necessary. It's fun. I'll say it's fun, but it's not absolutely necessary to get a vibe or a read on somebody. So what just fell out was 0110 belief system. So yeah, go after what you want: unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. All these good things in our lives now. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. They're in the works. Like I said, they're within your vibrational field. They're within your vibrational field, and they are being gravitated towards you. They just are. Like the more that you light up and you're magnetic and you are loving what you do and you love life, you love yourself, you love others, the more love that is in your life, the more it multiplies. It's like, you have 1 unit of love. This is reducing it dramatically, but you have 1 unit of love, and then two, then you have two, then you have 4 units, and then 8 units, and 16 units, 32 units, continue on ad infinitum. It just multiplies, and it's like what happens when you have like 100 quadrillion love units. It's like, well, it's gonna double again. It's gonna double. It's not even doubling. It's exponential. So it's like it's exponential. Like I don't need to explain exponential to you. You know exponential. All right. Wish come true. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateways. Gateways are big. Thresholds are big. And taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. It is a gift. It is universe saying thank you for being in alignment. Thank you for being this channel for me, this vessel for me, and this is breaking it into duality and sort of personalizing the universe. But saying thank you for being you, for being expressive, for doing what I sent you here to do, for doing what you came here to do. It's like once you start realizing like, oh, I do get a little taste of this and it tastes pretty good. Then the universe, but then you say like, no, it's like I don't deserve that. It tastes too good. I don't deserve that. But then the universe is like, I remember my grandpa when we go out to eat when I was a kid, like going up north, we'd stop at like a Culver's or something if you're in the Midwest. We'd stop at a Culver's and I would eat my meal and I would be full. But then my grandpa said like, hey, you still hungry? And it's like, and part of it was like maybe I was still hungry, but it's like, oh, I don't want them to spend the money and like waste it on me. So then I would say no, no, no. But then he's like, yo, I can grab you another burger if you're hungry. So it's like it's just kind of like that where it's like, yeah, ask for what you need. Your inner child is within there asking for what it needs, and just let it ask for what it needs, and be attentive to it, and just like let it play some more. Now realize though that you are a parent. You are a parent to your inner child. So if your inner child, just basically be the parent that you know that you deserve or did deserve, and nurture that inner child. There's no casting blame, shame, or guilt onto the on your parents. There's no, like, we're not doing that. We're claiming our sovereignty, our like sovereign being, and it's sort of like not factoring into like biological things, but this is more like archetypical. We're diving in on an archetypical sort of realm with that inner child work and the inner parent, that sort of thing. So I think that's curious. And then we got, yeah, this is cool. A lot of ones and zeros here. 1001, spiritual awakening. So I mean, this is straight up a spiritual awakening. That's what it is. And that's like, I even called it like weeks ago, saying that, oh yeah, I think this is like my second spiritual awakening. And I was like not really sure when I made that statement. And it's like, even now it's like, oh, am I really experiencing a spiritual awakening? But it's like, if I'm sitting here experiencing it, of course I'm experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my personal experience cannot be validated or denied by you, and yours can't either. Like, I can't validate, like, if you come to me and say, I think I'm having a spiritual awakening, all these things are happening to me, and it's like, what am I gonna say? Is like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Like, oh yeah, go ahead, tell me all the stuff you're going through. No, you didn't. It's like, you know that you did. You went through it and you experienced it and you are experiencing it. But then somebody has the audacity to say like, oh, I know myself so well that I know that you are not going through it. But that's just telling of that person being like, oh, I'm not going through a spiritual awakening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like jealousy of like, when you finally claim your power. There's like a jealousy of people who want to claim their power and should claim their power, but they're just focusing on the external. They're focusing on like the disconnection. Whereas when unity and oneness is more leaned into, then we can kind of see that we're all just one being. You see what I'm saying? We're all just one being. It's like I want to say Grant Morrison is his name. Talks about hypersigils. This is really cool. Hypersigils are so cool, and I'm going to definitely be fucking with them. So hypersigils are living sigils, and if you don't know what a sigil is, it's basically like an image or some sort of representation of an intended desire. So with the hypersigil, it's like what he did was a comic book where he basically scripted his life into the comic book. So whatever the character would go through, that he would go through. That's kind of what he did. And And that is just what he did. And what ended up happening was that the things that happened to the character would happen to him too. So that's kind of curious to me. It's like, well, if I sit down here and script like the like my ideal day from the experience of already having had it, then it's likely to happen. It's already happened before with the current job that I'm in, the current life that I'm living and even exiting now is like I scripted that a year ago. So it's raining now. It just started raining. That's cool. So then, with a hypersigil, it can be like any form of like 4D media, just meaning like anything that can exist and evolve through time. Because like a sigil itself is usually just like the one sigil and then that's it. But then a hypersigil will evolve with time. So then it's like identifying with the hypersigil. Basically, you're creating something that you identify with that says, I'm going to change constantly what this thing is, and based on like my highest intention, my highest good, and then watch as your life evolves with it. So that's kind of what that is. Um, yeah, so you're in a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like a dark night of the soul. It really does feel like a dark night of the soul sometimes, where it's like, what am I even doing here? What's the point? Is like, am I just lying to myself? And there's so much doubt, but it's like it is happening, and it's like there's almost this like excitement to it that it's like I don't want to express because I might get too excited, but it's like, but don't downplay it. You see what I'm saying? You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. And even here's my thing: is like, even if I don't get enlightened in this lifetime, it's like, dog, I'm chilling though. I'm chilling. Like, if this is as far as I get, I'm chilling. But it's like I can go even farther. And look, support, and I'm being supported. You're being supported too. Growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, talents. Like, this is supposed to be just like one big movie set. You see what I'm saying? Like every person is playing a piece on this movie set. Every piece is of integral importance, is of utmost importance, is necessary. So it's like, you know, we need your unique skills and talents, no matter what you're doing, to contribute to this divine, movie, this divine play, this divine performance that we're sort of putting on. Yeah, 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 yeah. So seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. You could be an artist if you're here, and if you're an artist here at this point, dog, you're gonna blow up straight up. Straight up, you're gonna blow up. Like if you're catching my drift here, it's like you're chilling. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep vibing. Just keep spreading light and joy. It's like you're chilling. You're fine. Like keep doing what you're doing. You're fine. Like just trust me here. All right. So I don't necessarily know where this is going. My body just grabbed the kalimba, so I guess it's time to wrap up. Thank you for being here. I hope you can take something away from this, because if there's anything I'm learning from everything that I'm learning, is that you can get a little something from everything. It's like the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song, Pan Psych. Those who have the ears to hear will hear the whispers on the wind, or something like that. That's one of the lines in there, but. All right. Well, peace, love, blessings, joy, prosperity, creativity, imagination, and abundance upon you. I wish these things upon you. I bless you with these things. I thank you for being here. I love you. And peace